Welcome to my 200 subscribers video, which is also my 200th-ish video. Let's start with an announcement. I think we might be big enough to support a community Discord, so I created one. There is a link in the description of this video to join Collection Connoisseur's Cozy Corner. Now for questions. Battle Folly asks, what are my top 3 proudest gaming achievements? And I will restrict my answers to things on this channel. Winning Slay the Spire with only starter cards. Having only basic cards in your deck is a ridiculous challenge. The hardest of my Slay the Spire challenge runs. When I came up with the challenge, I knew it was theoretically possible, but it might require so much luck and skill that I would never pull it off live on stream. However, I thought I could make it far enough that it would at least be interesting to see me try. And then I won live on my very first attempt. I am proud of many achievements I have in Hollow Knight, but I'm going to pick Radiant Mystic Zemir. Zemir is a boss in the extremely challenging Pale Court mod for Hollow Knight. Mystic Zemir is an even more difficult version of Zemir. She moves very fast, has a large arsenal of different attacks, and it took me hours to believe that some of them were possible to dodge. And then there is the Radiant version, in which you can't take a hit over all 5 sections of her battle. And I beat it, eventually. Finally, I'm proud of my speedrun of Ender Lilies. When I do a speedrun of a video game on my channel, I do it blind, meaning I've never watched other people play the game, I don't know any speedrunning tricks, and I have no idea how long it will take me. For Hollow Knight and Ori, there were Steam achievements that gave me an idea of how long it might take. Ender Lilies does not have such an achievement, and has a level up system that is very unfriendly for speedrunning. I went into my live stream thinking this could take 4 hours, I might get stuck at a boss and be forced to spend time leveling up, my route might not be possible, I might have to figure that out on the fly. And then I won, in just over an hour, beating every boss at low levels, low damage, and low health with surprisingly little trouble. Battle Folly follows that question up with a much more difficult question. What are my top 3 saltiest moments? I tend to approach video games and life stoically. When has my calm demeanor broken down? Here are the ones I could think of. Foremost is an achievement from Ori and the Blind Forest, asking the player to juggle a rock 3 times. Here are 3 clips from me trying it, finally figuring it out, and talking about it afterward. Just listen to the rage in my voice. There we go. Now throw the rock up. That is still not above ground. There we go. This is juggling a rock. No achievement. That's maybe 3. Don't know if it touched the ground there. Oh, I got the achievement, Juggle Master. I feel both vindicated and annoyed. Let me explain. Collecting all the things in a video game does allow you to see some of the more rough edges of otherwise very good games. And I've been noticing that the achievements in Ori and the Blind Forest haven't really been given the appropriate amount of attention. This next example stretches the definition of salty because I got upset at myself, not the game. Oh no, I clicked the end turn button without playing any cards. Oh man, that's a huge mistake. Oh my gosh. That was dumb. Of all the things to do. Alright, well, at least we can do things this turn. My last example comes from Ori and the Will of the Wisps, in which I just couldn't figure out how to damage Mora the spider boss. Alright, I have not figured out this boss yet. All I'm doing is prolonging how much I'm fighting. I'm doing nothing in terms of damage. To be fair, I have figured out nothing so far. So dying is fine. See, I did a tiny amount of damage with my hammer, but then it just like automatically healed up. Ricky Nicky asks, what's my favorite board game? Now, I happen to be a board game aficionado, so I can't name just one. If you are new to strategy board games, I recommend Ticket to Ride. The rules are easy to understand, it's simple, but there is a large depth of strategy, and because you only get one action per turn, the game keeps moving. Some people prefer Ticket to Ride Europe, which has some rule changes compared to the original Ticket to Ride. I like them both. If you go with the original, I highly recommend the 1910 expansion. If you are comfortable with complex rules, don't mind spending a couple hours on one game, and have some like-minded friends, try out the cooperative game Spirit Island. In this game, some white people are colonizing an island, and you play as the spirits of that island, destroying their villages and spreading fear to drive off those invaders. And before I leave this question, let me just mention Power Grid, Carcassonne, Sentinels of the Multiverse, Favor of the Pharaoh, Ascension, Muse, Clans of Caldonia, and 5 Tribes. Val asks, what is the next game for which you want to make a series? My answer might surprise you. StarCraft. There's a challenge run I've thought of for StarCraft that I think I could work on as a mini-series, 3 to 6 videos. I haven't done it simply because I've kept myself busy with what I already do on this channel. And for those of you who thought my answer to this question would be Silksong, you're correct too. Val also asks, what is my favorite underrated game? The game I've played most recently that I think hasn't garnered enough attention is Pawnbarian. It is a chess-themed tactical roguelike deck builder. Beating Chain 10 with every character is a real challenge that I quite enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I'll make another of these when we reach 300.